Less than 10 minutes. Give me less than 10 minutes of your time every morning, and you're going to see how I'm here to help you understand the market better. Give me 10 minutes right now. Watch this video till the end. If you're not smarter and you don't understand the market better than you did before my video, then that's fine. You'll never have to watch a video of mine again. Okay, let me do a bunch of explaining now. SPY video from Friday. I told you what to expect. Up, down, strong recovery, sold off end of the day. Psychology. Who wanted to carry their position forward into that weekend? Remember, Ukraine, Russia on the verge of an invasion. They 70% have their troops to the front line. They have blood banks in store. Now, what I didn't realize that I figured out yesterday is the Olympics are going on for another 2 weeks, right? Russia has a lot of athletes, probably over 100 in the Winter Olympics, and they generally finish top five medals. In the Summer Olympics, they're usually 1 and 2 with us. It's usually back and forth. Winter Olympics, we'll see how it turns out. I think they're first in the standing right now. So I don't expect Russia to do anything for 2 weeks. So what does that mean about the market? I will get to that. Give me time. Okay, so Friday, what did I tell you guys today, Monday? I'm shooting this Monday night for first thing Tuesday. But I told you history is going to repeat itself. So look for the same exact thing in the market. So even if you were having trouble with whatever stocks or options you were in, when you got the spike this morning, Monday morning, hopefully you sold out your positions. Then the market went down. Then it looked like it was going to recover just like Friday, and it sold off. Okay, so let's get to a lesson about psychology. The market is in constant movement. Of course, Matt, we understand that. How's that going to help me? Well, you have to understand if there's constantly moving, it's either being bought or sold at any given level. So you have to look for support on the bottom or resistance on the top. Monday morning in the market was up, up, and up. And I said to myself, the market, and the same thing happened on Friday, the market won't spike 4 to 8 times without consolidating. So I knew the market was ready to go on. So the point about the market being in perpetual motion at any given point during the day, whether you're trading at 10:30, 11:30, or 2 in the afternoon, you have to look at your stock at the point it is on the daily chart, right? And then you look at the weekly chart and you say to yourself, at this moment, is it more likely to go up or down, and why? And if it's going to go up, who's going to be purchasing? Now, if the stock is beat up, you can say, oh, it's great value today. I could see it as a turnaround play. But if the markets are frothy and the markets are at their highs, let's use today as an example, at like whatever, 230, something like that, people have to say, oh, I want to own that stock and push it even higher, even though it's up 5% or 8% or whatever it is. Me, I was in puts in Snap, SNAP. Why? Because it went up like 60% a couple of days ago. Off earnings, they made an extra 10 cents per share. There's like, what, 1.6 billion shares outstanding. So they made an extra $160 million. Yet the value of the company went up 21 billion. So 160 million for 1 quarter. The value of the company went up 20 billion. So I said to myself, Snap has to come down unless psychology, the market stays strong. Now, if the markets go up Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, then yes, Snap's probably going to go higher. But again, that's not going to happen. Why, Matt? Wednesday, we have the Fed notes coming out in the afternoon. Thursday, we have CPI number that I expect to come in hot again. So I don't believe we're in a bullish stage. Now, we're not in a bear market or a bull market right now. We're in a stock pickers market where earnings for specific stocks and guidance is very important. All right, so back to the perpetual motion. Understand something's got to go up or down, and then you have to say to yourself, with whatever stock it is, like Netflix, we can use for example, when it was $345, it was a buy. Then they pushed it to $450 within 3 days, up 31%. Okay, so I'm in Snap puts right now, and it spiked to $39. Now I saw resistance at $38.50. So when it went to $39 and then $39.50, again, my Snap puts were looking good. Now, lead by example. So I bought some Snap puts at $2 per contract. I think they're the 48.50 puts expiring this Friday. Now, what I usually do when I put in a bid is I put in for 10% less than what I'm actually going to pay for it. It's called the nibble. You save 10%. It usually gets executed anyway. So I was putting it for like $2.05. And then I said, no, $1.85 would be better. But I had FOMO. I cheat. I break rules sometimes. So I got in at $2. It went up to 230. It went down to like 180, meaning I could have still got in 10% better. And then it ended the day around $2.40. Now, for me to be correct, I'm looking for Snap to go down. So any type of volatility in the market, red market days, 10-year going up, right? 10-year going up, US dollar going up makes it more expensive for tech-related stocks, especially those stocks without earnings. So if you're looking to fight the market, or you believe we're in a bear market, or you can see some negative pressure coming up in the week with Ukraine, Russia, oil worries, right? COVID concerns too. We're waiting on CPI data. Inflation's going to come in hot. The Fed's going to raise rates in March. Do we know 25 basis points or 50 basis points? If somebody leaks it that it might be 50 basis points, the market has not anticipated that. So it'll likely consolidate and turn red. So I'm giving you a lot of strategy to understand how to process the market, and then understand, last lesson, patterns. So I told you what happened on Friday, saw what happened yesterday. So we'll go into Tuesday with my prediction for Tuesday. Let me actually bring up the SPY chart. So we have the SPY today. Now, first, please notice the light volume, 84 million previous day, 118, 118, 117, 123. Why was today only 84 million on the SPY? I don't know. Now, if it was 84 million, it was an outflow day. So there's less demand. It tells me there's a lot of money on the sidelines. It tells me there's probably money waiting on the data later this week. Here are the Fed notes on Wednesday and CPI data on Thursday. So psychology, we have Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday pre-market before that CPI number comes out. So 2 full trading days. So I ask you, with the 10-year going up and the US dollar going up, do you think tech is going to go up or down? You're right. It's probably going to go down. 10 years up, US dollars up, and nobody really wants to buy stocks that might be light on earnings until they know the CPI data and they see the market direction. Because if the data comes in hot, the market will sell off. And again, there's no rush to buy certain stocks. So we'll bring up Peloton, because Peloton's been up, what, 30%, 25% in the last day and a half? So names that might be acquiring Peloton. I've heard Nike. I've heard Apple's a decent candidate. And I've heard Amazon, which has a lot of money. Now, Apple and Amazon would make the most sense. Nike does not really make the most sense, even though you would think it would to me. Okay. All right. So let's talk about the SPY. Let me give you my 2 scenarios. I always do this. I've got the 1 month up. Let's actually bring up the 3 month, because if we are in a bear market, or there's going to be pressure on the stocks for Tuesday and Wednesday, I would suggest to you that it's a potential we have an outflow day tomorrow of about 118 million. If we do that, and we're at this level right now, which is 447.26, here we go. We're up 448 after. So let's call it 448 after hours. Let's find it right about here, 448. If tomorrow is a bearish day, expect the market to potentially touch 441.01, the SPY. Yes. And if we're at 448, I'm talking about a whole 1 3/4%. Now, remember, 2 strategies in the market. Okay. So on a low, it would have support, in my opinion, at 441. Now, we already saw it today. Let's bring up the 1-day chart on the SPY. We already saw resistance at 451, but much more resistance at 450. So if it breaks 450 to the upside, that would be a very bullish sign for the market. However, if it gets to 450, in my opinion, I believe it will be forced back down. So let me tell you actually what I'm expecting. Huge sell-off end of day, selling here as well. We're at this level, 448, which makes sense, because that's exactly where we are as I shoot this video. So everything has to make sense. When I talk about something, if we were higher or lower, I could say, hey, that doesn't make sense. Here's what we should be doing. So 448 makes sense. Again, I think we're going to retrace tomorrow, and we're going to go down to probably close around 445 and change tomorrow. Now, if that happens tomorrow, expect the same thing on Wednesday. All right. So if you guys Want to see what I was talking about in other videos? I made a video before about Roblox. I made my Friday video. Friday it leads into Monday. I said history repeats itself. Give me 10 minutes of your morning. I will make you a better trader.